Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Buccaneers and what they've done this offseason. You obviously have to start with the fact that Tom Brady retired. That immediately makes him much worse. All right, in terms of other free agents, they lost this offseason. You're looking at defensive tackle Raheem Nunez-Roches went to the Giants, and cornerback Sean Murphy-Bunting signed with the Titans. Those are two big holes that they have to fill. This team has a lot of holes to fill. They don't have much salary cap room, right? They currently have $2.589 million in cap room, but they were able to re-sign Jamel Dean to a long-term deal. He got paid. There's a big reason that they don't have cap room right now. And they were also able to get linebacker Anthony Nelson re-signed. Levante David, another linebacker, re-signed, which you would expect. He's going to retire a Buccaneer at this point. He's just going to keep being a Buccaneer and probably re-signing one-year deals until he's done. Then you look at who they brought in from out of the organization. They brought in quarterback Baker Mayfield. Is he going to be their starter for the season coming up? That's the big question. In my opinion, probably not. I think they're probably going to draft a guy. If you watched my video earlier in the week about the top 5 quarterbacks in this draft, you know that I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to select Hendon Hooker, 19th overall in the first round. And obviously, he's not going to be there to start the 2023 season. He may not even play the entirety of the 2023 season. But I think Baker Mayfield, if Hendon Hooker is able to play, and if the Buccaneers want him to play at some point this season, I don't think Baker Mayfield finishes the season. Never really been a Baker Mayfield guy. I think his time in Cleveland kind of showed everything that he was. At best, he's average, at best. So this obviously isn't a long-term answer. I think they're going to draft a guy, and I don't think he makes them somebody that's going to compete for the division. I don't think the team around him is going to be good enough to compete for the division. He's not good enough to push his team that far, right? So it's kind of one of those who cares moves of the offseason. It's a big deal because it's Baker Mayfield, but I just don't think it makes much difference in the grand scheme of things. But looking at who else the Buccaneers were able to sign this offseason, they get Chase Edmonds on a pretty cheap deal. Coming from the Broncos last season, he was with the Cardinals before that. Good depth piece at running back. They also get kicker Chase McLaughlin, who's with the Colts, a solid kicker and a position in need that they had. So, this is a team that's basically in rebuild mode. They need pretty much everything. Like I was looking through their team needs, they need pretty much everything. Obviously, they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, so receiver, not the biggest need on the team, but pretty much everything else is filling holes. Don't really expect much out of the Buccaneers. It'll be interesting to see, how they maneuver through this whole thing with Baker. Again, I think they draft a quarterback, but if they don't, what are they going to do in the future? That's the biggest question, especially as somebody that after I moved down to Florida, I picked the Buccaneers as my Florida team. So it'd be cool if they be good. It's only a 2.5-hour drive to Tampa, so if they're good again, it'd be cool to go watch some games. So I'm hoping for it, but I don't think it'll be in 2023. Don't forget to keep coming back for more off-season content, and we'll see you for the next video.